How are we? Oh, I feel a bit better. I sound terrible, but honestly, I feel much better. So, my plan today is I'm going to do some sowing. So it's February. Beginning of February is obviously a bit colder than the end of February. But I'm going to start this week. I'm going to sow some veggies. So I'm going to sow flowers this month as well. Get my flowers going. The only reason I'm going to get my flowers, I'm going to get them going in here in the conservatory is because they take a lot of time to mature. So last year, for the first time, I grew petunias. They're the tiniest seeds I've ever seen in my life, and I didn't think they'd come up. They took ages to germinate, but they did germinate eventually, and they were absolutely beautiful. They were so lovely. But I now realise that flowers, if they're anything like petunias, they need time to grow. So obviously with me doing the flowers on the allotment this year, being house full of flowers all year round, hopefully, then I'm going to have to get them going. The ones that I can do anyway. The ones that are obviously sow and grow where they, sow and grow where they are. So you sow them and that's where they grow. Those are the ones I'll leave because I have got like poppies and stuff. But I've been reading the instructions on the back of those and it says that you've got to sow them in the ground where they're going to actually grow. So I'm not going to do them in planters, in modules. So anyway, this is I've got right handful here. Look at all these. This is what I'm going to sow this February. I'm going to sow these today. So if it's a bit lengthy, this one, I'll cut it in two. But I'll try and cram it all in, and then it's just makes it easier, doesn't it? So we've got savoury winter. Now I haven't grown this before. I will pop little pictures on so you can see what they are. But apparently these herbs, most of these that I'm sowing, by the way, are herbs. So savoury winter is something that I've heard quite a few gardeners say that they're growing because it's a good accompaniment for a lot of dishes with your cooking. So that's that savoury winter. Chives herb. Spearmint. Now I know that mint spreads like wildfire, but I grow mine in pots, so it contains it. So I have got mint. Well, I did have mint growing in the back garden, but I am going to grow some more mint as well. So I've got spearmint and normal mint. And I use mint in dips and stuff like that. I use mint in quite a lot of stuff. So I do like on a Friday, I do a Friday night fake away. Do that at home, and I make all different things. So depending, because the thing is that you don't know what's in takeaway food, and a lot of it's fatty, and you've got all sorts in the stuff. So I make my own. So we've recently done, well, not recently, a few months ago we did. We had a kebab night, so I bought a load of chicken, and I made my own concoction of marinated herbs and stuff. I put mint in it, and I tell you, it was a game changer. It was a game changer. So if you're going to do that, fresh mint is the one. But I do put mint in a lot of dishes, like for dips and things like that. So I've got parsley. I've got the curly parsley, and I've got flat leaf parsley. Now, most of these herbs came off my Christmas advent calendar. I had an advent calendar, which was absolutely rubbish this year because it was all herbs. The advent calendar I had last year was all vegetables and lots of vegetables that I hadn't grown before, and it was great, and everything germinated, every single thing germinated. But I got this from a different website, and everything was herbs this year. So, but I'll use them. I'll just grow a load of herbs. I've got flat leaf parsley as well, oregano, rosemary, and rosemary do produce lovely little flowers when they go to seed. So it is a nice plant. I'll go through the herbs first. What's that one? Lemon balm. Now, I've not grown that before, so that's something new. Tarragon. Now, tarragon can be a bit of a... It's not a super hardy plant, in my experience, like basil and coriander. But I'm going to plant it anyway because I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to start them off in here. Thyme. Garlic chives. Now, these are all going in... I'm going to create a herb area with, and I'm going to interconnect my herbs. I'm going to plant them in between veggies in the back garden in my plan. Cumin, now I've not grown that before. Sage, I have grown that before. I've already got sage in a pot. Oh, got one in a pot in the back garden somewhere. What else have I got here? This was if you remember last year, this was an onion flower. So I'm going to take the onions out of there and I'm going to plant some more of those. See what happens with them. That's the first time I've produced my own seeds for onions. Spinach. We're a great fan of spinach in this house. Celery. Now, I've never grown celery from seed. I don't know whether anybody else has, but I've never grown it from seed. So I'm going to have a go with that. Sorrel. I've never grown that neither. But I actually really like sorrel, so I'm going to try and grow that. I grow this every year. Mixed leaf. It's just lettuce. And I grow it every year, and it's absolutely fantastic, and I love it. Rocket. I tried growing rocket about 7 or 8 times last year, and because of the weather, it doesn't like really rainy weather. And because the weather kept changing, going hot and cold, kept bolting. So I lost all my rocket. I didn't get any rocket at all last year. And radish, the old faithful radish that I can never grow. I only got one lot last year, but I'll try again. And this is melon. Now, melons take a long time to develop, so I'm going to get... I haven't tried this variety. This is Emir, E-M-I-R. You only get 5 seeds in there. But every year I try and grow melons, and I get some off it. I do get melons, but they're like about that big. They're not very big. So I don't know whether it's because of the heat, but like last year, we didn't have much heat, did we? It was a bit of a disaster, a growing season for all of us last year. I think we all struggled. So I'm going to set my melons off because they take a long time to grow and a long time to produce. So that's what I'm going to do. So let's stop talking, stop waffling now, and let's go and get these planted. I need to set up all my modules, all my little modular trays on here, and my grow station, and decide what's going to go on a heat pad and what's not, because I haven't got one big enough for all of them. Bearing in mind that I've still got my chilies here that I'm trying to overwinter, but they're still surviving. They're not dead yet, so that's a good sign. And I have found some seeds in my drawer as well for habaneros. But like I say, I'm not a great chili fan. But I don't, when you're tempted just to grow them, I don't know, I might have a go. Anyway, we'll just grow these for now, and get these going. them on a heat mat. So I'm going to put the heat mat on for a few days just so that they get settled in. Now what I have done that I didn't do, that I didn't show you, is because these are seedlings that are a bit tender to start off with, but then they get quite hardy once they come through, is I've watered them with warm water. So rather than putting the normal cold water on, I've actually watered them with like very tepid, barely warm water. Obviously I don't want to burn them, kill them. So that's what I've done, just to baby them a little bit and get them going. That's it for this one. Hope you're all looking after yourself. I'll be planting more seeds later on this week. So for now, I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye for now.